Tonight's every plate meal, mixing and fixing with Mr. B, is jammin' fig pork chops. And there's the recipe card. Of course, every plate will send you 24 ounces of potatoes. We have two 1 ounce packages of fig jam. That's going to be the sauce that goes on the outside of the pork chops. A couple small packets of concentrated chicken stock. And we have two, how big is this? 6 ounce packages of green beans that we will put in the oven here in a minute. We supply salt, pepper, cooking oil, and some butter. Should take about 30 minutes. It's going to take a little longer because I'm actually recording this in two different cameras to see how good we can get it. So we've washed our produce and we're getting ready to chop up the potatoes. The oven is preheated to 450. We're going to run these potatoes through our 1/2-inch cutter for French fries, and then I'll cut them up into 1/2-inch cubes. We'll toss them with a little olive oil and salt and pepper in this bowl. All right, so we've run our potatoes through the French fry slicer, and then I cubed them up. And now, I don't have the oil off here. Okay, we're going to drizzle a little olive oil in there. Then I'm going to add some salt and pepper, toss that, and put it on a cookie sheet. So I tossed the potatoes in olive oil, salt, and pepper, and spread them out on the cookie sheet. Then you can see on this end, I put a little Cajun two-step right on top. Those would be for me. The rest would be for Ann and Candace. But we'll pop these in the oven. Once they've roasted 15 minutes, then we'll do the green beans. So next, then, we take our green beans. I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil on those green beans. And then I'm going to put some salt and pepper in there. And toss that and then put it on a baking sheet. So salt and pepper's in, and then I'm just going to toss these, mix them up real good, get them coated with olive oil and the pepper and salt, and then we're going to dump them out on a cookie sheet, try to get them so they're all not laying on each other. And those will go in after the potatoes are baked for about 15 minutes. Alrighty, while the vegetables are starting to roast, we took the pork chops out, patted them dry on both sides. We're going to heat a drizzle of oil in a medium pan, or a pan over medium-high heat. And then just put a little salt and pepper on these babies and cook them about 4 to 5 minutes per side. And then we'll set them aside, get ready to slice them up before we plate them. As usual, I'm going to take the coarse side of my meat mallet, and I'm going to tenderize these a little bit. I'll go ahead and finish up those, and then we'll put them in the skillet. So the pork chops are seasoned, and the veggies are roasting. Now, I really should do this from the other side, but I'm going to peel. Calls for 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to actually peel 6 because I like a lot of garlic. And usually the way I do this is, I don't even know if this is right, but I'll cut where it connects right there. And I'll split the back side of the garlic because we're going to chop it up anyway, and peel the peel right off. Just cut that off. Sometimes you can peel it down just like that, and a clove comes right out. That's beautiful. So I'll finish peeling these cloves, and then I'll chop them up fine. Those will go in our sauce just a little bit later. Our pork chops are now in the pan over medium-high heat. A little bit of drizzle of olive oil in there. We're going to cook them about 4 minutes. per side. That gets them done and still keeps them tender. Then we'll pull them off, put them on a plate. Eventually we'll slice them up and then put the sauce over the top of them. Alright, these pork chops have cooked about 4 minutes on one side. We're going to flip them over. We'll do 4 minutes on this side. The potatoes have been there about 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and put the green beans on the second rack and we'll roast those for about an additional 12 minutes. Alright, the pork chops have been cooked about 4 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other. They are done. We're going to take the pan that they were in. We put them on a plate, set them off to the side. We'll slice them up in a minute. The skillet that they were in, we're going to add our chopped up garlic to. We'll take it back over to the stove. So we'll cook that about 30 seconds until it becomes nice and fragrant. And then we'll put our jam, our chicken stock, and a third of a cup of water in there and cook it until it's reduced and shiny. Alright, so our garlic is cooked. I've added the fig jam, chicken stock concentrate, and a third of a cup of water. We're going to mix that together. The fig jam is a little bit, it's like a little bit more fluid version of what's in the middle of a fig Newton. This won't take long. Get this all stirred together, and then we'll cook it down until it reduces and becomes shiny. Won't take very long. That's going to be our topping for our pork chops. Alright, so the green beans are fresh out, roasted green beans. We're going to plate those up. I have to tell you, these are amazing. Make sure we get those evened out. Potatoes are about ready to come out. I'm broiling those for just a second to crisp them up. And the potatoes are done. I will take those up. Oops. Save those. These are mine. They're in here. Those are the Cajun two-steps. All right. So there you have it. Jam and fig pork chops with roasted green beans and roasted potatoes. And on mine down here on the end, I have a little Cajun two-step on my potatoes. This is very good, I guarantee you. Don't forget, look for this on Facebook and over at the link you'll see at the top on YouTube. If you like these, please subscribe on YouTube.